right? This is a Japanese way of business. This is socialist way. Socialist. Right? This is socialist.
I don't know if it's socialist.
Maybe communist. Japan is not capitalism, socialism. But they're talking about socialism. Okay, you can get profit 5%. You don't get more than that. Okay, Japanese company like that. Okay, Chinese case is different. Chinese case is, they were thinking about.
I think it's just a different business ethic.
No material cost and sales cost. No relationship. Nothing at all.
So different business
customer sees this. You can buy $1. American company buy $1. Even if this is cost is 10 cents. They doesn't matter, because if the American company try to find this wire harness for some electric apparatus, he can find out the purchasing cost of $1.
Right.
But he just manufacturing cost is 10 cents. Okay, he just have a factory in China. That's the reason somewhere in China.
But it doesn't make China more capitalist than Japan. It's just a different business culture.
So that's the reason they are moving outside Japan, China now. They don't do business in China. Many manufacturing companies go outside Vietnam, or go to Bangladesh, or go to somewhere else, Middle East. And Chinese that is their history. Okay. So this is this lady explanation. That's the reason I don't understand. Okay. What's wrong for ZARA? Sarah,
I think isn't the debate here. Though I don't know. I'm sure this is right or wrong, but so debate here is just firstly she didn't deny the economic growth.
No.
And I think also the almost everyone is working on the concept of capitalism.
Right.
So this means it doesn't necessarily means that everyone have to be equal, and there must be some unequal. But the problem here is, as she wrote on his diagram, the overshooting is problem.
Right. Exactly.
So I don't know if she's going to explain how she's going to raise as the issue here, but
right. So she will, I will warn you that it's not an easy approach to say, okay, so this is how we're going to do it. There are certain examples where we see entrepreneurship acting more in line with this with these ideas, socially responsible entrepreneurship, trying to be more sustainable, trying to make sure that you don't take away from your ecological boundaries, that you pay people a fair wage. I think there is a future for that if you can sell it. If you can sell it to people, make people become aware of what's happening. I mean, what Unno-san is saying, what he doesn't understand is, I understand, because he thinks like a pure capitalist. There's nothing wrong with capitalism because it will make us grow. Well, there is something wrong with capitalism. If we look at it as what it is resulting in, then it's resulting in modern day slavery. It is resulting in us polluting the earth because we need more profit. No matter what, we always need more profit. It's greed that drives us to pollute the oceans. That greed that drives us to contribute to global warming. So what's wrong with that? I think that's what's wrong with it. Basically, we do not include these considerations into our economic considerations. Greed is good. That's what we think. That's perfect. We want more profits. That's how we grow our economy.
The stance of accepting the capitalism is partially accepting this the greed, but
Right.
Even on even within the discussion of the capitalism, based on the capitalism, even though just they're pushing our demand, our the desire to get more money,
Right.
but just too much exploitation was doing overshooting will make the waste for getting more money, as we can see some the people in the country like the Bangladesh who is pushed work 24 hours 7 days, and
Right.
the building will be collapsed and the people will be dying, then this will make a price and cost for capitalism.
That's the cost of capitalism, and if the consumers would then turn around and say, "Hey, I'm not going to buy your what was it? I'm not going to buy Joe jeans or whatever they were making in that movie, because I cannot support a system where workers are being exploited and held in factories in order to make cheap clothes for our children. So I will no longer buy it." So that's basically where the working of the market will help to reduce this excessive behavior, this excessive focus on making money, on bringing that, because it's basically, we can blame the companies for that, but it's ultimately us. We choose not to look. We choose to buy from certain buyers because we want to look the other way. And of course they will not advertise the fact that they have used child labor, but if we can make this all visible and make sure that people have access to this kind of information, then we can let the consumers punish this kind of behavior. Other than that, I'm afraid that we if we want to change anything, we need to start with the consumers, not with the companies, the enterprises, because I think they will do anything that they can get away with, and we need to put our hopes in politicians to actually say, okay, well, this, that, and the other, that's not allowed because it's going against the future of our planet. It's going against the basic needs of us as humans, so bringing us back into the donut. But ultimately, if you want to make this succeed, I don't know whether it's socialism or whether it's capitalism, but no matter what, we can only change behavior by not buying anymore.
Okay, and I don't know how this is how it's gonna go with her presentation in a later part, but she started with pointing the program on the center of the circle, center of the donuts, where the basic so-called the basic human rights is
Right.
Looked over. Then the people should climb out of the center of the circle.
Yes.
But at the same time, we shouldn't go out. We shouldn't go across the ceiling.
Right.
But then outside of the ceiling, there are air pollution and environmental other issues. But
Yes.
my question is, how come though she started with pointing the lack of human rights on the center of the donuts, then the moving across the ceiling, which is so-called overshooting,
Right.
that is what makes that lack of the human rights. So I expected her presentation to connect